What's up? Today we're going to be installing this alternator relocation kit from Drift HQ. Comes with a bracket for the power steering. This is the actual alternator relocation bracket, belt, hardware, pulleys. Also, what you guys haven't seen since the last video, I installed the coilovers. Got these nice fittings, radium fittings pressed into the valve cover, going to a catch can right here. We're gonna move the power steering reservoir from here to here because the catch can is there now. They don't fit together. And I think that's all that I've done that wasn't filmed on the last video. So what this does is moves the alternator from this side to this side, and what the whole point of that is so that it helps with the belt routing not fly off. I had an issue at the last event I went to where the belt flew off 3 times. I'll put some footage from that drift event right here. All right, we're out here. We made it. We passed tech. There's a sticker. Got my suit on. Let's go do some laps. Atta boy! So one more thing before we get into the install, I'm gonna show you guys how bad the belt actually flops around. I've driven this car in comps, drifted. This was a full-on drift car before I got this one, and it's never had an issue. So I'm gonna turn on both cars and show you how bad the belt actually flops. Why this one doesn't throw belts and this one does, I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but this has the issue, and that kit is the solution. You can see how bad that is on both cars. We're gonna fix it. So there's the bracket. Alternator sits right here. I'm a little worried about these oil lines. All right, we got the alternator on. The lines are out of the way. As you can see right there, they're no longer touching. So I took the alternator back out. I put the pulley on, that goes there, but took the alternator back out. So this is the issue I'm having now. It doesn't fit. So I'm gonna have to slightly drill this out just a little bigger so that I can get this to fit. I use a 15-30 seconds drill bit. Boom, fits perfect. So let's get this installed. So they have these pulleys. They're stepped pulleys so your belt can't slip around like the OEM tensioner would. You can see your belt, if something is misaligned, it can just ride off the edge. This, if something is misaligned, it'll still stay on. So to clear this pulley, so when this pulley was bolted all the way on, it would, let me get this on, it would hit the backside of the tensioner. So I had to clearance it a little bit. Basically just had to grind the little ribs that were there flush. There is a bunch of different styles of tensioners, so just depending on which one you have, you may or may not have to do this. Some tensioners, actually, you'll have to use this washer on the backside. This is the Relocation kit, pretty much all done, minus the belt and the power steering bracket that goes here, and power steering pulley that goes in the factory location. So as far as relocating the alternator, that is now relocated. So pulley, belt, power steering pump, everything else, and it's done. This little insert, you got to punch this out. It just comes right out. And then you'll be using the Allen head bolt supplied, which is right here. Okay, so here we go. The belt is all the way on. You can see alternator relocated. There's a lot more engagement on the pump. There's another idler pulley there. A whole lot more engagement on the alternator. So there you go. Now we should have no more belt issues. Last thing to do is make that battery cable. There we have it, from the starter to the alternator. Okay, engine has been idling for a while. 14.8. That's good to me. So let's see if we still have some movement in the belt. Alright, there you go. Super simple install. It took about 3 hours. I started late and it got dark. Pretty straightforward. The only thing that wasn't mentioned in the Drift HQ's video that they have of this install is drilling out your alternator, which is not a big deal. I guess it is if you don't have a drill and drill bits. So next video, I have the full body kit. We're going to be installing that. So thank you. Stay tuned for that.